He who is brave is free. No man was ever wise by chance. Only time can heal what reason cannot. Fire tests gold. Suffering tests brave men. All cruelty springs from weakness. He who spares the wicked injures the good. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. Sometimes, even to live is an act of courage. What fortune has made yours is not your own. It is quality, rather than quantity, that matters. Drunkenness is nothing but voluntary madness. Fire tests gold, and adversity tests the brave. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. Whatever can happen at any time can happen today. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. We cease to be so angry once. We cease to be so hopeful. Everyone prefers belief to the exercise of judgment. Light griefs are loquacious, but the great are dumb. Gold tests with fire, woman with gold, man with woman. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. It is more civilized to make fun of life than to bewail it. To win true freedom, you must be a slave to philosophy. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for crisis. It is of course better to know useless things than to know nothing. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. Throw aside all hindrances, and give up your time to attaining a sound mind. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. I shall never be ashamed of citing a bad author, if the line is good. It is a great thing to know the season for speech, and the season for silence. It's not that we have little time, but more that we waste a good deal of it. Brave men rejoice in adversity, just as brave soldiers triumph in war. Let us say what we feel, and feel what we say. Let speech harmonize with life. What progress, you ask, have I made? I have begun to be a friend to myself. No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. If we could be satisfied with anything, we should have been satisfied long ago. Of this one thing, make sure against your dying day, that your faults die before you do. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. They lose the day in expectation of the night, and the night in fear of the dawn. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself. There is no enjoying the possession of anything valuable, unless one has someone to share it with.